So here's the thing. I want you to think about everything you ate yesterday. Your coffee this morning, that sandwich at lunch, maybe that innocent-looking yogurt you grabbed as a snack. The average person consumes about 17 teaspoons of added sugar every single day. According to the American Heart Association, when I first heard that, I didn't believe it either. But then I started reading labels, and yeah, it's hiding everywhere. But this video isn't about scaring you, it's about something way more interesting. What actually happens when you stop? Not for a month, not for some extreme challenge, just 7 days. Because your body starts doing some pretty wild things almost immediately, and some of them are going to surprise you. Day 1 and 2. The withdrawal nobody talks about. Let's get real about the first 48 hours because they're rough. And there's actual science behind why you feel terrible. When you eat sugar regularly, your brain literally changes. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine compared sugar's effect on the brain to cocaine. Sugar triggers dopamine release in the same reward centers. So when you suddenly stop, you're not being dramatic. When you get that pounding headache or feel irritable, your brain is genuinely going through withdrawal. Research from Princeton University showed that rats given intermittent sugar access displayed anxiety and behavioral depression when it was removed. The neurochemical response in humans is surprisingly similar. You might feel foggy, tired, maybe even shaky. Some people get intense cravings. This is your body looking for that dopamine hit it's gotten used to. But here's what's important. This means something was actually wrong before. Your energy shouldn't be dependent on constant sugar hits throughout the day. Day 3 to 5, your body starts rewiring. Around day 3, something shifts. Your insulin sensitivity starts improving. When you eat sugar constantly, your cells become resistant to insulin. It's like knocking on a door over and over until eventually, the person inside stops answering. A study from the University of California, San Francisco showed that when obese children eliminated added sugar for just 9 days, their insulin sensitivity improved by almost 53%. Their blood pressure dropped, triglycerides improved, and liver function got better. These weren't kids on crazy diets. They still ate the same calories, they just removed added sugar. Your body starts shifting its energy source too. Instead of relying on quick glucose hits, it begins accessing stored fat more efficiently. That afternoon crash you thought was just part of being an adult? That starts disappearing. You're not masking it with more sugar, you're fixing the underlying problem. And here's something most people don't expect. Your taste buds change. The fungiform papillae, those are the taste buds on your tongue, they regenerate about every 10 to 14 days. When you stop overwhelming them with sugar, their sensitivity increases. That apple that tasted kind of bland before? Suddenly it's actually sweet. The inflammation connection. Let me throw something at you that completely changed how I think about sugar. Chronic inflammation? Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming just 40 grams of added sugar, that's about 1 can of soda, led to increased inflammatory markers in the bloodstream within just 1 to 2 hours. When you remove sugar for even a few days, inflammatory markers begin dropping. C-reactive protein, interleukin-6. These markers associated with everything from heart disease to accelerated aging start coming down. A study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed measurable decreases in inflammation markers within just 1 week of reduced sugar intake. What does this actually feel like? Some people notice their joints hurt less. Skin starts clearing up because acne is often inflammatory. Some even report better sleep quality, which makes sense because inflammation interferes with sleep architecture. If you're finding this valuable, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps more people discover this content. And I'd love to hear in the comments about your own experience with cutting sugar. Your brain on no sugar. Here's something that surprised me. Your cognitive function can actually improve noticeably within a week. A study from UCLA found that rats fed high-sugar diets had impaired memory and reduced synaptic activity. But when sugar was reduced, these markers improved relatively quickly. In humans, research has shown that high sugar consumption is associated with reduced volume. In the hippocampus, that's your memory center, 7 days won't regrow brain volume, but the metabolic improvements, better insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, these create a better environment for cognitive function. People often report better focus and mental clarity by day 5 or 6. That brain fog you thought was just part of getting older? Often, it's metabolic. Your brain runs on glucose, yes, but it prefers a steady supply, not a roller coaster. The gut changes you can't see. Your microbiome, the trillions of bacteria in your gut, they change fast. Research has shown that dietary changes can alter gut bacteria composition in as little as 24 hours. Sugar feeds specific types of bacteria, particularly ones that make you crave more sugar. When you stop feeding these sugar-loving bacteria, their populations decline. Meanwhile, beneficial bacteria that thrive on fiber and whole foods start increasing. A study in the journal Cell found that dietary changes produced measurable shifts in gut bacteria within 3 to 4 days. Why does this matter? Your gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters. About 90% of your serotonin is made in your gut. When your microbiome improves, people often report better mood, reduced anxiety, improved digestion. This isn't woo-woo stuff, this is documented science. By day 7, the momentum builds. After 7 days, you've reset some fundamental metabolic processes. Your insulin sensitivity is better. Your inflammation is lower. Your energy is more stable. Your cravings have diminished significantly. Most people report that by day 7, they don't even want sugar the way they did before. Here's the beautiful part. These improvements continue accelerating if you keep going. The benefits at 2 weeks are more pronounced than at 1 week. At 30 days, even more so. But 7 days is enough to break the biochemical dependence and prove to yourself that you don't need sugar the way you thought you did. This isn't about perfection or never enjoying something sweet again. It's about breaking the daily dependence. It's about moving from a state where sugar controls you to a state where it's an occasional choice. So what's next? If you're thinking about trying this, my advice is simple. Don't go crazy with substitutes. The point isn't to replace sugar cookies with artificial sweetener cookies. The point is to let your palate reset, to let your metabolism recalibrate. Focus on whole foods, protein, healthy fats, vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Read labels. You'll be shocked where sugar hides. Bread, pasta sauce, salad dressings, places you'd never expect. Anything that says corn syrup, dextrose, maltose, anything ending in OZ, really? That's sugar with a different name. 7 days is nothing. 1 week to see how your body actually responds. When you remove something that, evolutionarily speaking, we were never meant to consume in these quantities, that seems worth trying. If you found this valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to the channel. We dive deep into health science, always backed by research, always practical. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.